Motivation for being single and being happy with relationships and friendships. How to stop procrastinating. The self-love. How to deal with jealous friends. Dating in this generation. It's trash. It's very much ghetto. As quiet as it's kept.
That's just how I'm living. Money and pretty women. Hundreds and fifties. That's all I'm getting.
Oh, we recording. I feel like I've been doing nothing but moving vlogs. So today, we're doing a girl chat. I'm going to do my makeup just because I want to do my makeup. I haven't in a while. But we all know that I cannot do my makeup and talk at the same time. I always say either the chat is going to be good or the makeup is going to turn out good. We may or may not get both. So here we go. And special thank you to everyone that did send questions over on Instagram. So I've already done my skincare routine. I'll link one of my most recent ones for you all down below. I'll link this down below as well. It's from Amazon. So I got this right here with all of the screenshots. Y'all submitted so many things. Oh my goodness. So we may not get to all of these today. I just know we're not. And a lot of you all did submit a lot of the same things. So I think this video will help a lot of you all. Let's just begin, friend. I don't want to go back and forth between discussing the products and doing the girl chat because I'll forget my thoughts. So either I'm going to have the products on the screen like a good YouTuber, or they're going to be in the description box down below in order like a good YouTuber. Let's begin. So the first thing that we have right here is, will I ever get a pet? I'll start with this one. I don't feel like this one is girl chat, honestly. But since I screenshotted it, I'll get it out of the way. Personally, guys, a pet is a lot of responsibility. A pet is a commitment. A pet is a full family member once you involve a pet in your life. A lot of you all don't know this. So I was doing YouTube at this particular time, but I wasn't doing vlogs. So a lot of you all never met ᶫᵒᵛᵉᵧ. ᶫᵒᵛᵉᵧ was a teacup poodle that we had. And we did have lots of pets growing up. I've had a bird before. His name was Barney when I was a little girl. But just sticking to the main reason why I don't currently want to invest in becoming a dog mom. Throughout the night, he was constantly having the seizures, and ᶫᵒᵛᵉᵧ passed. And I blamed myself because I was watching him and I felt like him passing was my fault. This is the terrible way to start off the video. So yeah, it took me a while to get over that when he passed. I don't know how much I'm going to keep of what I just said. But basically it took me a while to heal from that, and I still had to go and take my test the next day, but I was already on top of my studies anyway, so I still ended up passing that final. But it took a while for me to heal from that. A pet is a lot of responsibility, so it's like if I don't have to add that extraness onto my life, I don't really want to. And that's the short version of that. The next topic that we have, I wish I could find my brush. I like to blend my foundation out with the brush, but I don't see it. Motivation for being single and being happy with it. So this is the thing. Everybody could be in a relationship if they wanted to be in one. But imagine forcing it. Imagine I'm in this relationship with this man and it ain't really all that. I'm in it because of just to not be alone. What's the point in that? I sleep like perfectly well at night knowing somebody ain't out here cheating on me, knowing I ain't in some relationship just for the sake of being in one, holding on just for the sake of holding on, knowing that I think this other man is way more cute, way more fine, way more nice, but I'm settling with you just because I don't want to be alone. That's my motivation for being single. All jokes aside though, my motivation for being single is just knowing that God gives you what you need. He provides us with the desires of our heart, but in his own timing. So I could go and easily pick somebody and be like, hey, you're gonna be my boyfriend. And they're gonna say, okay, cool. But if it ain't meant to be, why are you forcing it? Why are you making yourself be in some relationship just to be in it? It's being content with where I currently am and just knowing that when it's time for something else, he'll send it. I always tell myself, like, if God did not send him, I don't want him. If God didn't say, oh, this him, baby, here he is, then I don't want him. And that motivates me. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't reference God throughout my whole thing, because whenever I provide anything else on my channel, people tend to think it's okay to come from me. And I don't know where they get that from. But yeah, people tend to just like, oh wait, I thought she this or I thought she that. For one, I'm a well-rounded individual. And there's many layers to me. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Relationship status. My current relationship status is single. I don't like to publicly say that too much because for whatever reason, I get a lot of unwanted DMs and people trying to shoot their shot and this and that. And I try to avoid answering that question. Not for the sake of, you know, leaving it out of a girl chat, but it's just like, y'all be having people come for me that I don't want to come for me. I get DMs of people kind of trying to introduce me to their son or set me up on blind dates and this and that. So just know. No, seriously, I do. I get messages like that. Hey, my son is da-da-da, and I think it, like people trying to match us up. Look at me. Look at me. Wait to look at me a little bit more when we get to the end and I finished my makeup, but look at me. Trust me. If I wanted a man by my side, I can have one. I'm well capable, very much able. I ain't struggling. I'm gonna just say that I ain't struggling. So when you hear me reveal my relationship status on YouTube, please don't try to set me up. I do not need that. Thank you, but no thank you. Our motto for this video is I said what I said and I said it how I said it. There will be no disclaimers. Okay? Alright, we cool. People that feel the need to tell you, you know your biological clock is running out. Like, sis, kids is expensive. Kids are very expensive. I would rather blow my money. I have a nephew, so it's like if I ever feel the need to just want to buy a kid something or this or that, that's what my nephew is for. Like, it's like, oh, I'm finna get my nephew this, I'm about to get my nephew that, da-da-da. I definitely think people overstep too much because it's not your place. I don't care what society say. I'm not finna just up and just get pregnant just for the sake of, oh, you're 30. Like, if God know I'm 30 and he has not sent this man, he has not sent this man. So when I hear that, immediately my response just goes to, and? If God hasn't said yes yet, if God hasn't said it's time yet, it's not running out. I could easily DM someone and say, hey, I'm 30. Can you provide sperm? Well, like, what's the point in that? Just doing something for the sake of someone else being pleased with it. I could care less about that. For one, kids are expensive, like she said. For two, you can't have a kid by yourself. For three, if you don't have a kid and God has not given you a kid yet, the way I look at it is I could travel more while I wait. I could do lots of things. If it's not my time, it's not my time yet. And I'm not going to force it for anything that society says. I think Mulatto had a clip. I'm going to just play that clip.
Shit, it is what it was. Ain't no stranger on the net finna tell me about my life, though.
But don't let nobody else rush your life, because when you do have that kid, it's your kid. You're raising that kid. They're not coming over to change Pampers. They're not watching them on the weekend if you want to go out. It wouldn't directly affect their life at all. So just block it out. They ain't paying child support. There you go. You really can't leave your kids with everybody no way. So no, they can't babysit. Never mind. Next question. Life of being single. How to be single. I told you all in a previous video that I'm being currently single and selfish right now. And I am very unapologetic about that. I'm very focused on myself right now and enjoying me and my own company. A lot of times people look for people to make them happy, look for them to fill voids. People can't fill voids. Like, if you're not happy with yourself, if you're not enjoying the company of your own self, you definitely can't assume that another person could provide that to you. I do want to say this though, because a lot of people find singleness to be something that's bad. Singleness is not a bad thing at all. You can't force yourself to be in some relationship just for the sake of being in it. I said in the previous video again, it's 2021 and we're not forcing anything except a rubber band around a bankroll. Y'all corrected me and was like, a money clip, sis, a money clip. If a rapper was to say it, they wouldn't say a money clip. If they would say a money clip, if I was a rapper, I would say a rubber band. It sounds better. Rubber band, man.
Rubber band, man. Wild as the Taliban.
Okay, like, you enjoy your own presence. That's how you be single. People be wanting to get in a relationship and know somebody else and don't even know themselves yet. I personally feel like when that time comes for me, I know me now. Somebody asked me about the difference between your 30s and your 20s. You know yourself more. You know what it is that you allow, what you'll tolerate, what you want in all areas and aspects of your life, not even just a relationship. You just like are mentally not here for nonsense. And you get to live your best life because you don't answer to anyone. Like me decorating my bedroom, for example, I don't have to ask a man what he thinks about the color choice, the curtains I chose. I literally purchased everything I want for my bedroom without having to run it by anybody else because it's just mine. And that, my friends, is living life being single. You're living it on your own terms without having to be responsible for anyone else, tend to their needs, their emotions, their whatever. You're only responsible for you, and you should enjoy that. Talk about the menstrual cycle. Oh, y'all know what's so cool? If you don't have an app, I think you should get an app. I have an app, and I'm able to know exactly when my cycle is well, people say cycle, but the whole thing is a cycle. Like, all of it is a cycle, and it all has its different phases, right? Your ovulation, just everything. I won't bore y'all with the biology side of it. But no, like, get this app. I have an app. It's a very discreet little app. Even if it's not discreet, it's your phone. Nobody else will see it anyway. But you just can mark everything. And you'll know, like, when it's coming. It'll ask you, like, did you forget to input your period, this and that? But I definitely think it's important to know these things. I like to just kind of chill and eat ice cream. Let's talk about that. And comment down below and let me know, like, is it like first day cramps for you or second day cramps for you? The older I've gotten, it's gotten better. When I was in high school, I would like literally get picked up and leave to go home because it was that bad. But the older I've gotten, it just comes. Like, it's not painful or anything. So if you're younger than me, well, let me not say that because everybody's different. But for me, I found that over time, it'll just pop up and I'll be like, oh, okay. I mean, and I'll know because I have that app on my phone, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. And I'll just be like, oh, okay. Younger me, girl, something serious. I used to get picked up from school and be like, come get me today. This ain't that day. I ain't feeling it. Ooh, that's dark. Relationships and friendships, that's all that it says. It doesn't say anything else. You have to be ready for them. Have ones that are meaningful to you and to your life. A lot of times people allow history to mean something to them. History, when it's time to walk away from a friendship, from a relationship. And when I use the word relationship, it's not necessarily an intimate one. You have multiple types of relationship. You got sister to sister, brother to sister, co-worker to co-worker. Like, any friendship that you have with someone is a relationship. So think of all of that when I speak of the term relationship. But you have to know in these and knowing yourself when it's time to let them go. Don't force it. Don't hold on to something that, it's run its course. Oh, we've been friends for 5 years. How should I? Blah, blah, blah. History cannot mean anything to you. When it's over, it's over. When it's run its course, it's run its course. Like we just said about the menstrual cycle. Lasting about 4 to 5 days or whatever the case may be. Like, when it's over, okay? And you move on. You move accordingly. Dating while still living with your parents in your late 20s. I didn't move out of my parents' house until 27, so I feel like I can talk about this. Don't allow nobody to force you out.
Get the hell out of my house!
Don't allow nobody else that ain't finna pay your bills to tell you when you should leave your parents' house. This is off topic, but let's talk about the fact of, y'all know how we talk about luxury and black luxury and just luxury in general. Let's talk about the fact that being able to live at home is a luxury that people don't acknowledge as being a luxury. Let's talk about that. Literally, that's a whole luxury, bruh. Like, if you have a job, you're able to, stack your money before you leave. That's what I did. When people was like, why you ain't left yet? Girl, I'm saving. I just been laid back stacking. Not only that, but you're able and you're ready. Anything that I do in my life, I like to take my time doing it and be prepared. That way, when I do it right and I'm ready to do it. And I'm not doing it prematurely. But let me stick to your topic of what you said. Dating while still living with your parents in your 20s. So when you're under your parents' roof, you're definitely going to have to abide by their rules. One thing my parents was really particular about, a guy could not, if he was getting ready to take me to the movies or whatever the date was going to be, he couldn't just pull up and be like, hey, I'm outside. Like, my parents would always say, don't no prostitute live here. I hope I can say that word on YouTube. Don't no prostitute live here. He has to come to the door. He has to get you. I admired the fact that when you do live at home dating, your parents are showing you morally, they're teaching you a standard. They're teaching you that right and wrong type of way of doing things. Because otherwise, you'll think that somebody could just blow, bump, bump, and you just run outside to go. Like, if you were going to take me out, whoever he was, he always had to come in. You have to come in and get me. My dad wants to know, who is this man? Harper, who this woman? Like, they gonna want to know, okay? Black Radiance True Complexion Palette. They respect whatever rules it is that your parents has when it comes to that. We weren't allowed to be all in my bedroom with the door closed, that kind of stuff. If we're gonna watch a movie, yeah, you can come over and, you know, people will be respectful and everybody else will be in their room or whatever the case may be. Or we'll just have the living room to ourselves to watch our movie, things like that. But the basis of dating in your parents' house, be respectful of the fact that it is your parents' house and whatever ground rules they've set under them. So the next one we have is uplifting yourself and trying to push through after a breakup. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory during the test. And no matter how you feel, speak a word, you will be healed. Speak over yourself. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Oh, okay, I'm done. Girl, why is my phone not on the charger? You gotta play a song that uplifts you. You gotta do whatever you gotta do. I will tell you this. A lot of times people be talking about go run into some other man and this and that. No. Don't let another guy be your shoulder to cry on in that time. I will tell you that. Because you're going to cling to him in the wrong kind of way. You're going to shift your emotions onto him and start thinking that you like this person more because they're being there for you. Where really the feelings that you think you're shifting on him are the feelings that you have for this other person that you're no longer with anymore. So you have to allow yourself your separate space and your own separate time to go through whatever it is that you're going through in that breakup. But you got to pick yourself up, baby. Like, if you want to lay in bed today and say, okay, I'm going to chill and watch movies all day. Netflix, tongue twister. I am Netflix and chilling by myself today, and that's that. Do that. But don't do that all week. You got to get up and keep it pushing. You got to roll with the punches. If you want to be sad today, be sad today. But when you remind yourself of the fact that what's meant to be and what's for you is for you. And if the relationship was not for you, hold on to that. And thank God for getting you out of what he's gotten you out of. Not saying that it's going to be easy. When I say it, it sounds like it's like, oh, okay, I can do that. It's very difficult. Very difficult. Endpoint. I like to go ahead and remove my scarf when I get ready to start bronzing my face so that this doesn't happen. See how crazy that looks? We got to get some makeup right there. I'll give you an example from my own standpoint. I try to wait and speak on things when I want to. So me, for example, you all kind of knew of maybe 2 people that I was in a relationship with through social media, and if you watched me and followed me on here. And pushing and uplifting yourself and trying to, like she said about the trying to part, and it's very difficult when you have a bunch of questions coming your way from people feeling obligated or entitled, or they just want to know, like, what's going on, sis? What's going on? You have to give yourself your time that you need. Because even for me, for example, like, I would get bombarded with questions, and it was just like, hold on a second. Like, I'm trying to process this. I'm trying to heal myself, and people are just wanting you to come on, just tell us. It don't matter if you was crying or you feel like this or you're trying to get through it yourself. Tell us what's going on. That's how people come at you, and you got to really allow yourself the time that you need, especially before jumping into another relationship. Any habits that you might have put aside because you were distracting yourself with this person, because let's be honest, in a relationship, you will lose yourself. Oh, I don't got to edit today. Come on, let's go. We could go out. Yeah, all right. So find those habits and those hobbies that you used to do before this person came around. Get back into those things, and over time things get better. So the next thing we have right here is how to stop procrastinating. Girl, when you find out, let me know. I am a professional procrastinator. I will put things off until the very last minute. I'm not saying do this. Don't do nothing I do. Learn from how I don't do things and, you know, move accordingly. I'm a professional procrastinator. I put things off until the very last minute, and then it's like, okay, I gotta get this done now. Like, I have no other choice. I hate that about myself. I try to pray against it, and I try to do better and be better. So this video, even, for example, I know that I've posted publicly about this, so it's me holding myself accountable to something that I do owe you all. Not necessarily owe, but I did post and ask you all for the questions, so I know that y'all are expecting this video. I want to get content out. I want to post. I want to post quality content. Get up. Do it. Once you get out of your bed, make your bed, everything else begins to kind of flow. If y'all got any tips on procrastinating, let me know, because I put off a lot of things a lot of times, and then I do it at the very last minute. NARS blush, orgasm eggs. Important things you keep in your purse. I need to do a what's in my purse video. I like to keep gum. I like to keep poop spray. There's a travel size poop spray, right? You spray that inside of the bowl before you go, and nobody will know what you did in there. Because sometimes you can't wait until you get home. You gotta go when you gotta go. So definitely get some of the poop spray. I'll link it down below for you all. Not a pistol. Can I say that word on YouTube? A firearm. Oh, and a purse hanger. I have this cute little purse hanger. I saw it on ᶫᵒᵛᵉᵧₒᵤ's page, ᶫᵒᵒᵛᵉᵧₒᵤ's YouTube channel, and I was like, I want that. And it keeps you from having to sit your purse on the floor. You can like dangle it over it. I'll put an overlay on the screen, more editing, so that you all can see. Being single and loving it. What to do when you get lonely sometimes. You definitely do. Like, you really have to be strong in those instances, because you could easily, oh, I'm finna call somebody to come over here. And it's like you're forcing something. Like, don't give people a privilege that they do not deserve. That's what I hold on to. I would rather wait on my relationship instead of Netflix and chilling. Y'all asked me about the 20 versus 30 thing and all of that. I'm 30. I don't Netflix and chill. I am 30 years old. We're not Netflixing and chill. If you oh, look at that highlight, baby. Woo! Take me somewhere. Take me out. There's no such thing. I mean, yeah, there are the inside dates and things like that, but there is no such thing. You need to take me outside. There is not a, hey, what you doing? Oh, I thought I was finna come over. Da, 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 whoop, whoop. Ain't no whoop, whooping going on. Take me outside, sir. I sit in the house by myself. Like, you're not finna come and sit over here with me. No. Like, you have to be so content with your now. Be in your moment. Be in your present. Be where, oh, I keep talking about God all the time. Don't come for me with the, she talking about God, but she be posting rap music and this, that, and the other. Be well-rounded, baby. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Be real. I can't stand a one-sided type of person that this is all they know. So if I was to ask you to come here with me, you don't know how to get in where you fit in. Love God, but still enjoy your life. I'm gonna make a video on it. Watch a movie. Enjoy the company of your own presence. Or if you just need to get out, get out. If somebody does ask you to go on a date or whatever the case may be and you usually say no, go ahead and say yeah, you know, go on the date. They ain't got to pick you up. You can meet them there. Go out with your girlfriends. But no, like, if you're loving it, continue enjoying it. That way, if you enjoy where you currently are, when you're presented with something else, you've had your time to enjoy it. Some people have always been in relationships. They've never been able to even give themselves the time to enjoy themselves. So embrace where you are. Enjoy your present moment. I need a clean brush just to blend. How to deal with jealous friends and how to cut them off nicely when it's time. Who said you got to cut them off nicely? Okay, let me behave. This isn't ᶫᵒᵒDestiny's video. ᶫᵒᵒDestiny is going to do the next girl chat. Remind me when this video gets to like 2,000 likes. You don't have to deal with them. A lot of times y'all ask me how to deal with things that we do not deal with. You don't deal with it. You don't deal with it. You don't tolerate it. You let them know that you see how they move it, and then you move accordingly. Nobody asked about self-love yet, or maybe we haven't gotten there yet. You have to honor and respect yourself more than allowing people to walk all over you, treat you like a joke. Like, if you allow people to treat you like a joke, they'll treat you like a joke. If you allow people to walk all over you like a cute little doormat, they'll walk all over you like a cute little doormat. You gotta lay it down. Put it on, what Kevin Hart say, put it on the table, baby, let them see it.
Sometimes you gotta put it on the table, son. Let them see it.
You present it to them and say, listen, I'm good on you, love. The same way you would tell some guy you good on him, let her know you good on her. And it's not working out. And y'all just can't be cool no more. Oh, look at that. Meanwhile, I'm swiping right over to self-love. Self-love to me is about not settling in any aspect of your life, regardless of what people may say, think, do. I think that's a reason that I procrastinate, is because I overthink what it is that I'm providing and wanting it to be so perfect. And you just have to go for it a lot of times. Like, a lot of times I tell myself, like, go for it. Shoot your shot with yourself. Now, girl, I don't got no lashes up here. Where is that? Let's do a little eyeshadow. Self-love to me means that when that time comes, and it's a very difficult time in any friendship, relationship, or the examples that you all have given in regards to when to cut off a friend, when to end a relationship, how to move on, all of those kinds of things. Self-love means that when it's time for me to know that I have to love myself more so than whatever this situation is, whatever this person has said or done. Self-love is knowing when to choose you. Even when other people don't choose you. Self-love is knowing above everything else, when that time comes for me to pick me, I'm going to pick me. Whether you pick me or not, I'm going to be on my side. Because there's already enough people that's against you already. That's, oh, she this or she that, or this her, here she is, girl, da da da, woo woo. Update your this is her picture very often. For the group chat. That's what you do. No, I'm kidding. Like I said, ᶫᵒᵒᵦ gonna film her own video. When the situation isn't right, when a person thinks they can treat you in a way that you don't treat yourself, the wrong kind of way, self-love is knowing, yeah, I don't tolerate this. I could like you, but I like me more. Self-love is I could love you, but I love me more. And when that time comes where it's like, oh, I'm gonna be lonely for a while. It's lonely at the top, baby. As quiet as it's kept. For a second it is, until you shift your focus and shift your mind to know and say, like, if a person ain't worthy and deserving of my time right now, it is what it is. That's what you have to know. And you choose you. Comparison as the thief of joy. Living your life. Oh, yeah. Let me stop. I already told the Lord, if you want to be some missionary or whatever the case may be, I don't want it, love. It ain't for me, love. That ain't for me, baby. I don't want it. I don't want it. But no, comparison as the thief of joy, it definitely is. God is a big God, and you can really, this whole conversation. If you don't believe in God, I'm not forcing him on you. I'm not influencing you to start believing in whatever you don't believe in. Believe in whatever you want to believe in. I just know that what God has done in my life, I believe in him, okay? I know that I believe in him. All jokes aside, because I'm being real jokey in this video, but that's me sometimes. You have to know that what it is that you have in your life is what he has for you. You don't have to compete with, it's going to sound so cliche. You don't have to compete with other people, because what's yours is yours, what's theirs is theirs. What is yours, nobody else can take that away from you. But you have to genuinely be happy for other people when you see somebody else winning. Not because it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be, or I gotta be, or I'm forcing myself to be. And knowing that what God has for you is for you. It's a song like that. What God has for you is for you, so you don't have to be jealous of other people. You don't have to be envious of other people. When it's your time, baby. And can't nobody take that away from you, okay? Play some songs that motivate you and hype you up and that kind of stuff. Lately, I've really been like re-listening to Beyonce Upgrade You. It reminds you that you're that girl. If you're not a girl watching the girl chat, hey, sir, thank you for watching. But it'll remind you, it's like I'm some pressure and I know it. So what's for me, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait on it. And when it's my time, it's my time. And when I shine, okay? And you just live your best life. That's my motto for 2021. Living my truth, living my best life. And nobody can tell me differently, because it's my life. I can do with it as me and God pleases. How do I start dating if I'm a homebody and I don't want to do online dating sites? Girl, tell me. You tell me. You tell me. I'm a homebody too. And it's like I don't go out a lot. I just feel like it's gonna come to you how it's supposed to come to you. I don't know. I ain't gonna even fake, like, I don't put that pressure on myself to fake like I got all the answers. I don't know. Just wait on him. Not get on Facebook. You can't go searching for him. I strongly, but I've never been an approacher. I don't go searching for anyone. I let what's for me come to me. Because the Bible says when a man find a wife, he find a good thing. So I ain't got to go find him. He'll come to me. So I don't know. I don't know, because I'm a homebody too. I ain't going to pretend like I got the answer to that. The homebuying process. So this is MAC concealer I put on after the MAC lip liner. That'll be linked down below. Becca gloss lip topper. Next question we have is about the home buying process. Y'all, I have so much footage of the different days when I was doing things online, going to look at houses, all of that. I pre-recorded everything, and I knew that I didn't want to walk you all through the process with me. I didn't want that pressure on myself. I wanted to kind of just do it and then present it afterwards. But I do have all of that footage on multiple SD cards. I gotta find all of it and get it all edited for you all. And if you all want maybe like a home buying process Q&A, we'll do that. I'm not like any kind of professional in that area, so the kinds of questions that I may get, I may not be able to answer all of them. Let me just say that. But I'll try to present a little bit of the content that I do have. Dating in this generation is trash. It's very much ghetto. It's very much given, if you're currently dating the man that God has for me, let him go so he can come and find me. Leave him alone if he ain't for you, baby. I need to get my lashes because we're really done and I'm just still talking. I just need to put my lashes on. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got 2 different lashes that I got from the beauty supply store yesterday. My stuff's still bagged up downstairs. I'm going to show y'all in a separate video. This one is the Demi Wispies, and these are the Beyond Natural. I think I'm going to wear the Beyond Naturals today. So dating in this generation, this whole girl chat is about just all about dating. But it's cool. That's what y'all wanted to know, so that's what we'll go with. I envy. Both of these are I envy. There. I think we have to, first off, it depends on how you're defining dating. So ask yourself what you define as dating. And when that time comes where you are spending time getting to know someone, allowing them to court you, to take you out, to get to know you back. For example, let's say you have some list of your do's and don'ts, your deal breakers, your he needs to have this, he must be this kind of guy, he's not kind enough to me, I like my door opened, this is the 5th date, I told him I like my door opened and he doesn't open my door to put me in the car. In dating, you have to know that when it's no longer for you, when it no longer serves you, when it's not what it is that you want, even if you think that you want that person, it's like that SpongeBob meme. Alright, I'ma head out. Like when it's time to let it go. Again, going back to that self-love, when it's not for you anymore, you gotta choose yourself and get up out of there. Can you come get me? Like when Ebony called, Diamond. Can you come get me? I'm the only girl here. I'm sorry, Ebony. Like when it's time to roll, baby, it's time to go. But no, like you just gotta know. I think for me, all jokes aside, because we have a lot of dating ones, so I'm gonna touch on this a little bit while I get this glue on the lashes. For me, and a lot of times you have to ask yourself, like, is it the other person? Is it me? And the ways that I ask myself the is it me, I try not to say too much because I just be like, but whatever. Vulnerable moment on my channel right now. For me, I think I'm in a place where I feel like there's no middle ground for me. Because guys have this way of, they gravitate towards her, ooh, she got her own thing, she doing her own thing, she's that girl, this is that and the other. Not the battery blinking when I start talking like this. How ironic. It's like y'all don't really like that. I'm gonna sound like I'm tooting my own horn because I'm speaking of me, but I really have it going on for myself. Like I'm just that girl. I really got it going on for myself. And a lot of that scares people. A lot of times. Like it kind of makes a man feel like, oh, like, I don't know where I would fit in. It's like, where's that line? Like, how do you find that line of being able to stand your own ground, being able to hold it down for yourself, because that's just what you gotta do. Like, you gotta take care of you, right? Like, you gotta live somewhere, you gotta this, that, and the other. But I haven't found that fine line between, if I do end up liking someone, letting them know that I need them, I want them, but I'm not needy. You see what I'm saying? Like a guy, and yeah, that's what I have to wait on. Me and my dad were talking about that. Like if a guy does have his own thing going on, I think I have to wait on. That's why I say I don't force it, I don't rush anything. What's for me will come to me. But I just have to wait on that. Guys don't want the girl that, oh yeah, I got all the money for my light bill, I'm just like $50 short. You ain't gonna answer for her next time. But the girl that's paying her own bills, that's taking out her own trash, that's fixing her own meals and getting herself something to eat and just doing everything for herself, going to get pedicures and she pay for them by herself, going to get her hair done or doing her own hair, and she doesn't necessarily have to wait on someone to do that for her. Guys get intimidated by that. Like, they get intimidated by that. They trick themselves into thinking that they want that, but when she's really that, you get scared. I know you ain't gonna agree with that, but it's cool. But I don't have to find him though. I just said that a woman shouldn't find a man. He has to find her. And that's why I wait. I'm on the phone. when a guy finds you, he has to have his own thing going on. I'm just letting them hear you since they can't hear you. That's all. That's the thing. That's security. They gotta be secure. And that's why, like I said, in dating, when I peeped that, I had a guy tell me one time, he was sending me screenshots from some of his YouTube videos. He's like, I got fans like you and my numbers, I got numbers like you and this and that. I was like, I don't got fans. What are you talking about? I don't have fans. And he was trying to compare his numbers to mine and show me where he could match up. And it's like, that's not the way in which I'm looking for someone to match up. Why are you showing me a screenshot of your numbers? Yeah, and I won't have to force it. He'll just naturally match. Compliment. Yep. Gotta compliment each other. Most definitely. I agree with that. Do we want to put on lashes to complete the look? We may as well because we got the glue on them now. That's what it is for me. And it's like I said, I could DM somebody and say, hey, could you provide sperm? Hey, I need to be in a relationship, so I would love to do a YouTube video on it, but it's like I wouldn't even want to put the guys out there like that who I would DM. But I could DM literally just randomly 50 people and say, hey, I need to be in a relationship. Can you be my man? Can you be my boyfriend? I probably would not get told no. I really wouldn't. Like, I don't need help in that department. I just gotta wait on him. And we're just not forcing it. I ain't gonna be in a relationship just so people know I'm in one. That makes no sense to me. Anxiety, and maybe why you're currently not driving. I'm not a professional, so I definitely don't self-diagnose myself. So I'm not gonna claim anxiety. Because a lot of people have been asking me this. I wish I would have gotten to this sooner because a lot of y'all probably cut the video off by now. For me, it's not about just going to get the car. I'm in a new place. I'm in a new space. I want to wait and see what my dad kind of was talking to me about this as well. He's like, get a feel for your new bills, the amounts that they'll be. You could get an estimate on like, I wonder what the electricity is, the light bill and this and that. You can get an estimate on that, but until that bill comes, you want to know what those bills will be. We didn't touch much on saving in this video, but I like to kind of be aware of that. So I'm not just going to go and just rush and just go and get a car. Not only that, so many different types of cars out here. Same thing with dating. So many different types of men that you want to make sure that you're getting the one that you want. It's like, do I want another Benz? Do I want a Jeep? Do I want an Audi? Do I want a, like I don't even know what type of car, what make of car, the model, all of that. Like, you want to decide. I can't pull back up and say, hey, I changed my mind. I see this other car I like. Can we swap? I got to know that I want the car. Right now, I'm just focused on decorating around the house, all of that. And when that time comes, it'll come. I know y'all get sick of me saying that all the time, but that's how I live my life. And I feel like it's worked well for me thus far to not force things and to be patient and to wait. How to leave a toxic relationship. Oh, yikes. Saved by the bell because I'm done doing my makeup. I think I kind of did discuss that, though. You got to choose you. You would do yourself a disservice to stick around and be somewhere that you should not be. Year in and year out, just kind of sticking around, giving this person literally the best of yourself. And I think we have to know that it's okay if a certain person is not for you to say, yeah, it's not him. He's not the one. Thank you. Do you think a female can be too independent? That's a good question. I guess that kind of goes back to what I just said about I do what I need to do to take care of myself because I can't live in a tent until I get a husband. I can't like not get things done because I don't have, someone else. Like, you got to be responsible for taking care of you. I don't think there's such a thing because if you're not in a relationship, if you're not in some marital relationship or some, I don't know, whatever it is where you have that someone, I think that you are responsible for taking care of you at all times. Like, even if someone else comes into my life and things like that, it doesn't mean that it's like, oh, he needs to start paying my bills now. Oh, he needs to start getting my hair done now. In the aspect, in the sense of, I'm trying to wait on these to dry a little bit more before I start squeezing them because I might take them off. In response to someone else, like if you're saying like, to that right someone, there is no such thing. And that's what I was saying about waiting on the right person. Like, me being who I am, as I am, I'm enough. You, as you are, you're enough to that someone that is for you. So I don't personally think there is such a thing. If any guys are watching, definitely comment down below and tell me what you all think. She said, leave mine alone. That ain't nothing there. You better sing it. lovely face. I think but what I mean is that I don't think a guy really, they admire it and be like, oh, she this and she that and she got her own. I love it. Like, but when it's really, you like that until it's your turn to probably date her, and then you feel like, I don't know, like intimidated or like, I don't know what guys be feeling. Anyways, guys, I do have a few more questions on here, but I've come to the end of doing my makeup. So definitely be sure to follow me on Instagram so that you can participate in the next girl chat. I kind of want the next girl chat to be from ᶫᵒᵤⵒ's point of view. She popped in a little bit here and there because she's very much a part of me. She's very much who I am, and she assists me in the way that I move in life. I hope that the questions that I did answer inspired and helped a lot of you all out. So yeah, if you liked this video, definitely be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Click the like button on it so that I will know. If we can get this video to 3,000 likes, that's when ᶫᵒᵒⵒ will do her girl chat. So make sure you click it. Don't hold all of this valuable information to yourself. Don't be selfish. I know we're selfishly living, or I very much am, because I'm, just responsible just for me, and I love that right now. Share this video with a friend, a co-worker, with anyone else who you think would benefit from this type of girl chat. I think my next girl chat, I'm definitely going to do it without doing the makeup. I think I can speak better to you all without trying to multitask, even though I'm a good multitasker, just not necessarily with my makeup. So let me know what you all think down below. Leave all of that down below, that way I will know. And it is okay for us to all have different opinions and viewpoints of things. So chime in. I want to hear y'all different viewpoints on the topics that I did discuss today in the comments. Let's keep it going. The conversation does not have to stop. If you made it to the end, you want to watch another girl chat, they're right here. I'm gonna link 2 of my favorite ones right here. All of them are my favorite, but I'm gonna only link 2. And click over here to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it's absolutely free to enjoy videos like these and be notified when another one drops, baby. They drop. It's like Jordan's on Saturday. You gotta have it. So subscribe, okay? And I'll talk to you all in my next upload. Bye.